Serena here. Happy Frugal Friday to you. This Frugal Friday we are changing things up once again, and I'm going to be sharing 8 MAC lipstick dupes that you can find in the drugstore for half the price of MAC. Some of them are even a quarter of the price of MAC, so don't go out and waste your money on the higher end lipsticks, because I'm going to show you some today that are extremely comparable in color. No difference whatsoever. I'm going to be showing you side-by-side swatches. I'm also going to show you side-by-side on the lip swatches, so you really can see that there is no difference. And the first MAC lipstick we're going to be covering in this video is one of my personal favorites. This is a color I cannot be without. Love, love, love it. And that is MAC's Honey Love. I ended up finding 2 dupes in the drugstore for MAC's Honey Love, and both of them come from the Wet n Wild collection. The first one is Wet n Wild's Bare It All. Great nude lipstick, and you can see in the side-by-side swatch here, no difference in color whatsoever. What I will tell you about this lipstick is that it is extremely popular. I had to go to 3 different Walgreens stores before I was able to find it because it was sold out everywhere. And from what I understand, it is a very popular color. So just keep that in mind when you are looking for this shade. But if you cannot find this shade, another one that you can try is from the Wet n Wild Fergie line, and that is Fergie Daily. All 3 of these colors are exactly the same. Honey Love is a brown colored lipstick, but I really love the effect that it gives. So I will wear it on my lips quite often when I'm wearing really colorful eyeshadow combinations. Love it like that. And it's even better now that we can find a dupe for $1.99. The next MAC lipstick we have a dupe for is MAC's Myth. And Myth is one of those colors that I personally have to pair up with lip liners to get it to look really good on my lips, otherwise it just looks really weird. And that reminded me of a drugstore lipstick that I had experienced recently. Many of you may remember this one. This is e.l.f.'s Natural Nymph. Same exact color. There is no difference between these two whatsoever. They both have that peachy pink hue and are extremely nude, great for pairing up with a wide variety of eyeshadow combinations. And again, you can take different lip liners and change the color slightly depending on your preference. So I really like how versatile both of these shades are. Once again, you cannot beat the price. If you bought MAC's Myth, you would spend $15, but when you get e.l.f.'s Natural Nymph, you're only spending $5. So you're saving $10 right there. Next MAC lipstick is Russian Red, and this is a matte, deep red shade, very beautiful, one of my most favorite red shades from MAC. And it is a little bit harder to find an exact dupe for in the drugstore. However, I did find 2 that I will be sharing with you, and I'll note the subtle differences between these 2 and Russian Red as we go along with the swatches. So the very first lipstick that I will compare to Russian Red is Revlon's Really Red lipstick. Now you can see in the side-by-side swatch here between Russian Red and Revlon's Really Red that Revlon's version has a tiny bit more orange in the formula compared to Russian Red, which is a true straight red. However, the finishes match exactly because Revlon's lipstick is a matte finish lipstick. Now if you're looking for something that matches more closely in color to Russian Red, but is a little bit off in the finish, I would recommend going with Milani's Best Red. And in this side-by-side comparison, you can see the color matches exactly to Russian Red, but again, the finish is off. It is more of a glossier lipstick compared to the matte finish of Russian Red. But if you wanted to mattify the Milani lipstick, you could definitely do that. Just take a little bit of translucent powder and apply it onto your lips after you've applied the lipstick, and this will mattify it so you get a little bit closer to Russian Red. And the next dupe I have to share with you is one from MAC's Angel, and I've talked about this one a few times in past Frugal Friday episodes, so you may already know which one I'm talking about. And I'm comparing Angel with Maybelline's Lust for Blush. Both of these lip colors are a really nice light pink. Both are a little sheer. I feel like Angel is a little bit more pigmented compared to the Maybelline lipstick. However, the colors match perfectly, and you can definitely layer up the Maybelline lipstick if you want a more intense effect like you get with MAC's Angel. Also, to make that color a little bit stronger on your lips, apply your foundation to your lips or a lip primer beforehand, and that'll also help to make the color appear more saturated. Next MAC lipstick we have to compare is MAC's Snob, and that is the color I'm wearing in today's video, in case you've been wondering what's on my lips in this video. Now the drugstore dupe for this lipstick, again, is not exactly the same color. There is a very subtle difference, but it's not big enough to where if you were going to use this color in Snob's place, you'd be able to really tell. So the lipstick dupe from the drugstore for MAC Snob is Revlon's Pink Pout. If you look at the side by side, you can see that Revlon's lipstick is a little bit pinker, tiny bit lighter compared to Snob, but other than that, the color match is remarkable between these two. And you really can't tell when you're wearing one or the other on the lips which one is which. And to me, that is the most important aspect of a drugstore dupe. Can you tell if it's high-end or not? And in this case, you really can't. A really great electric color to have if you like really bright lipsticks is MAC's Vegas Volt. And this is definitely one that brightens your face. And if you like loud lipsticks, you will love this dupe. The dupe you will find for MAC's Vegas Volt is from Revlon, and it is in Coralberry. And as you can see, no difference whatsoever at all. It is so hard to tell these two apart in color and in finish. Great dupe here. And I actually like the Revlon lipstick just a little bit better. I don't know why, but I actually do. One of my most favorite MAC lipsticks is MAC's Shy Girl. Cannot live without this color. I love it. It's the perfect light peachy nude shade, and I often like to mix it with pinks to make it a little bit more of a pink nude also. And I was very surprised to find a drugstore dupe for this lipstick, but no way to tell the difference between these two. Once again, this one is from Rimmel. It is in Nude Delight, and you can see here, no difference in color. I mean, they are identical to one another. You know, the other thing that's really great about this type of video also is that MAC has this thing where they like to discontinue certain items whenever they feel like it, and I feel like the more dupes we find, the better off we're going to be if MAC decides to discontinue one of our favorite products, especially some of these lipsticks, which are my favorites. Finally, the last MAC lipstick that I have to share a drugstore dupe with you for is MAC's Ruby Woo. This is one that was extremely hard to match, and I wanted to match it because it is such a popular color, but I don't feel like I really did nail it. However, I'm going to show you the color that I came up with that I feel like resembles it, but is still just a tiny bit off, and that is N Wild's Stoplight Red. When I say that Stoplight Red is a little bit off compared to Ruby Woo, I feel like Stoplight Red has a little bit more pink in it, so it leans a little bit more fuchsia compared to Ruby Woo, which is a really deep, dark, true red. So that's the only real difference that I could see between these two. But if you were going to use Stoplight Red in place of Ruby Woo in a look, I really don't feel like anybody else would be able to tell the difference because both of these are really great reds to have and to try. I hope you found this dupe list helpful and that it was able to save you money because after all, that is the goal of Frugal Fridays. We don't want to spend a lot to look really great. And you don't have to, obviously. And if you have a MAC lipstick dupe that you have found in the drugstore that I didn't list today, I hope you will list it below because I know not only myself, but many others who watch these videos would love to read your comments as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again next Friday.